Hey, how's it going, everybody? If you guys don't know yet, I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan.
Planet of the Apes, beyond your wildest dreams.
I've watched all the original movies. I watched the new reboot. I've read the book. I've watched the TV series. And that TV show gets a bad rap. I don't know why. It's actually good. It's a good show. So if you guys like Planet of the Apes, I definitely recommend that. The only thing I haven't watched, and that is on my to-do list, is the animated series. But anyways, I saw this article just now talking about some casting news, which I normally wouldn't care about, but they have some more information about the plot for, what is it movie? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the new one that's coming out. So I want to go through that with you guys right here. So here's the article. The actress Daikon Lachman joins Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think she was in the most recent Jurassic World movie. But like I said, I'm not big on casting news, but they have some information about the actual plot of the movie. So the new Apes movie is set many years after the conclusion of the 2017's war for the Planet of the Apes. So it's set many years after that. Honestly, since Disney's bought Fox, right, and they want to continue with the Planet of the Apes franchise, I honestly would have liked a reboot, meaning not continue with the Matt Reeves trilogy. Like, take it back, go with the original 5 movies. The one started with Charlton Heston. Go with that aesthetic, go with that tone. I feel like that would match with Disney's, their overall, actually, I don't know, maybe old Disney, maybe not now. So, but I would have still liked to seen that, with the uniforms, the ape structure, seeing all that would have been cool. Like a more classic tone, that would have been nice. But anyways, let's keep reading here. So the new Apes movie is set many years after the conclusion of 2017's War for Planet of the Apes. Many ape societies have grown from when the Moses-like Caesar brought his people to an oasis, while humans have been reduced to a pharaoh-like existence. So now my question is, so we're continuing with the story, right? And we're continuing with the growth of the ape civilization. So are these humans that have been reduced to a pharaoh-like existence, can they talk or can they not, or are they mute? Have they gotten to the point where they're mute or are they speaking? Because in the 2001 Planet of the Apes, they spoke. And I feel like they thought maybe they couldn't have carried a movie without any human dialogue. So they decided to have them speak. I don't know. But in this, I'm curious, are they going to speak or are they not? And are we going to be telling the story from an ape perspective or from a human perspective? Some groups have never heard of Caesar, while others have contorted his teaching to building burgeoning empires. Ooh, so we're going to see different factions of apes. We're going to see, I'm guessing, right, building burgeoning empires. Maybe there's going to be different empires with their own hierarchical structures. We're getting a more vast look. So I'm curious, if we're going from an ape perspective, I know we're obviously going to have human characters. But I'm curious if we're doing it from an ape perspective, that would be really interesting. In this setting, one ape leader begins to enslave other groups to find human technology. One ape leader begins to enslave other groups to find. Oh, whoa. Okay, so they have these burgeoning empires, right? And one ape leader begins to enslave other groups. So are apes using apes as slaves to find human technology? Okay, this is interesting because this is early on, right? This is might be before. Also, keep in mind that this is a complete reboot. Right? This is not connected to the Charlton Heston movies, right? Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes it's in its own thing, right? I did a video long ago, not on this channel, talking about that, right? How Matt Reeves is a reboot. It's not a continuation. It's not a prequel to the original 5 movies. But so in this setting, one ape leader begins to enslave other groups to find human technology. But if you want to relate it to those movies, right? Remember, they realized that human technology led to their ultimate downfall. So if they're tying anything to that, because they do play homage to those movies, this could be the moment where they learn, like, holy cow, we should not pursue this anymore. So while another ape who watched his clan be taken embarks on a journey to find freedom. Yeah, okay, so apes are enslaving apes. What happened to ape shall not kill ape? I mean, I guess they're not killing them, but enslaving them. That's crazy. Because that was so hardcore. So that was such a hardcore principle amongst the apes. This is interesting. A young human woman becomes key to Ladder's quest, right? The ape that was taken as a slave and wants to find freedom, although she has plans of her own. Okay, so this sounds interesting, honestly. So my first thoughts, in the original 5 movies, right? We had Aldo, who rose and became the leader of the Planet of the Apes, and I'm talking about the timeline here, right? And Aldo was an ape, and I mean, at first they had him as a chimp, but then they decided to change him to an ape. So he rose, and we had this tyrannical society that he created, right? Because apes are military leaders. Then Caesar comes back, and Cornelius and Zira come back in time, have Caesar. Caesar grows, starts the revolution in this new timeline, and now you have a chimp, right? And Caesar creates a society where humans and apes get along. With this, you already have Caesar creating that society where humans and apes get along. So now it's interesting to see that even though Caesar started the revolution here, and he taught the apes to get along with humans, we're still having apes and humans not getting along. And we're having apes enslaving apes. That's like something nobody would want, right? Caesar or Aldo, none of them would have wanted that. So I'm curious as to who is going to start that. Who is this guy, right? Where does it say that? One ape leader. Who is this guy? That's going to be interesting. So I went ahead and checked out the IMDb. It's apparently directed by this guy named Wes Ball. And he hasn't done too much. Maze Runner, and that's it. He did this short film. I might check that out to see what he can do. Ruin. But yeah, he hasn't done too much. So I'm curious. I'm curious about this movie. Looks like he's done more graphics work, and not too much directorial work. But I haven't seen Maze Runner. So you guys let me know. Do you guys think it was a good movie? Do you think he can pull off a Planet of the Apes? I'm curious, man. I'm really curious about this movie. Hopefully it turns out to be good. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you guys think about the plot summary right there? Where do you think the story is going to go? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Can't help thinking that somewhere in the universe there has to be something better than man. Has to be.